So okay, we are at Los Alos. I think that's how you pronounce it. Shout out to Jean, my girl, for putting me on to this beach located in Fort Lauderdale. You know, so let's run with it. Understand this. Once again, I had to apologize for the wind. You know, I forgot my little black thing, my little fuzzy wuzzy black thing to kind of block the wind. You know, from kind of distorting my voice. I apologize. And I forgot to even go to any type of Samsung store period to see if they have any available for me. Well, matter of fact, it can't be Samsung because these are Rode mics, so I didn't even think about it. So let's just roll with it. Hopefully my voice won't be too distorted. So this is the basketball court over here. I'm probably gonna mess with it is the bars, you know what I'm saying? You know, pull up bars and volleyball over here. You know, it's just a typical beach, you know what I'm saying? You got your hotels over there. And I'm not saying typical like it's a bad beach, no. I'm saying it has everything that, you know, your typical beach has. You know, the sand, oh my, I'm about to take off my flip-flops, man. The sand is amazing. It's not hot at all. I think they said this is some type of sand that doesn't get hot or something. So yeah, it took me, I'm living right now, my temporary living quarters is located in Miramar. Well, really like Miramar / Pembroke, kind of like in between the two. So it took me about 30 minutes to get here. You know, no, I take that back. It took me about 43 minutes to get here because I wasn't trying to take no tolls. I wasn't trying to pay any tolls. So it took me about 43 minutes to get here. You know, a little bit over that because I had to stop and get some gas. Gas prices are ridiculous. I went to Shell, right? And you know, they give out the cash reward joint, 5 cents off, and gas was still $4.50. No, 55 cents, excuse me. So this is beautiful, man. I mean, you can't lose when it comes to, you know, I think they said that Florida has over 100 miles of beaches. So you can't lose, man. Like, some beaches are going to be better than others as far as the sand and the water and, you know, things to do and the convenience of the hotels. You know, and the diversity. I see a lot of diversity in here, and that's beautiful. I like that. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, you can't beat this. You can't beat it. This is beautiful, man. The water, let me see. Let me check the water out. You know what I'm saying? Because it looks like it's somewhat like how South Miami beach water was, and there is a difference for real. I've been to 3 different beaches, and I can tell you that there's a difference. So the water seems as though that it's just as clear. Yeah. I really do think South Miami beaches, water is probably a little bit more clear than this. So yeah, man, you know, I wanted to show you all that before I get into the pros and cons of South Florida. So let's have a sit down, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to build my little wall up in order to block the wind. I think this is a good spot right here where we could sit down and have a little powwow chit chat. You know what I mean? Stay tuned. Man, let me get situated right quick. Okay, let's bring this wall up a little bit and block this wind up. All right. So we're gonna deal with the cons first, and then we'll deal with the pros of living in South Florida, or just my experience in being in South Florida, right? So I don't give a damn about the iguanas. I don't. The bugs. It's not that many bugs. as of now, because it's May. You understand? I don't want to know what it's like, you know, as the summer progresses, you know? Because in Charlotte, it's ridiculous. As far as dealing with the bugs, the snakes, the turtles, all of that shit. We don't have iguanas, though. You know, we got little lizards. You know, when I see them, you know, I don't mind the iguanas. I don't mind the lizards, especially the ones with the little tail curl up. They look funny as shit when they be running. But that's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, my family comes from the West Indies. You know, I have 2 cousins. Actually, I got a couple of family members that's still in Nevis, right? And when I went down there, it was like, oh, look at the nice little monkeys. But my family members were like, man, get the hell out of here. I hate these motherfuckers. Because they break into the house. Like, you got to understand, monkeys, those monkeys, I forgot what kind of breed, monkeys they are. But those monkeys, they have I think the brain capacity of a 5-year-old kid. So they're smart enough to see what you're doing and just duplicate what you've done. You understand? Like, prime example, one of my cousins, she has a house down there. You know, they saw her leave out of her house and stay gone for long periods of time. She has a house in Nevis, and then she has like apartment building. I ain't trying to tell her business. Y'all don't even know who she is anyway. She has apartment. I'm the brokest out of my whole family. Let's just make that known, right? So she has an apartment building in New York, right? Brooklyn, New York. And she was gone for like a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? She's retired. So back in the day, she would do I'm working, you know, like the winter, and then the summer she would take her sick leaves and her vacation time and put that all together, and she would just stay down in Nevis for the summer, right? So they saw that she was gone for a long period of time, and she has cameras inside the house as well as on the outside of the house, right? What the monkeys do? They broke inside the house, ate her food, was drinking. I'm not lying. This is my word. I'm not lying. They were drinking her shit. They were drinking her beer. They were in her pool, all that shit. I'm not lying. So to the natives, to make it relevant to the natives, iguanas and all of that stuff that I said I don't mind is they're probably a pest to you all, right? All right. Race relations. I don't like the whole fact that, yes, true indeed, the South Florida is multicultural, multicolored, you understand? But there's still a thing where, you know, from what I see, the races are still somewhat separate. And it's crazy because, like, everybody's trying to get a tan. Like, how do you hate black people when everybody's trying to get that same type of skin complexion that I have? Don't make sense to me. Or darker. Like, I give you an example, and I don't want to give out no specific races. You all know where I'm coming from. If you want to say it in the comment section of the video. Other than that, you know, I'm not going to say the specific race, right? So, talking to this dude, I'm not going to get into the whole conversation, but he was like, I know Black Poppy. I know Black Poppy. Nigga, how you know black? And you're you're blacker than this. The microphone that I'm using. So we just gotta stop it, man. We gotta stop it, man. Like, man, South Florida is beautiful. And I'm not saying that in South Florida it is different. I ain't gonna front. Like, it ain't like racist like other places, but I still think that you all have, you know, a little bit more to go when it comes to race relations. So that's a con. I don't like that. You know, it's still better than the average, but I still think that it can be a lot more better than what it is, right? The next thing is, I was born in New York. Lived in New York when I was a little baby, you know, when I was a kid, when I was a young adult. The last time I lived in New York was in 2007 or something like that, I think. And in between that, you all know my story, you know, for most of you all, you do, that look at my channel. In between that, of being born, and well, I ain't gonna say that, I'll take that back. So in between being about 20 years old, all the way up to the age that I was when I moved to Charlotte, or just say 2009, all from about 1998 to about 2009, I would go to New York at least no less than 12 times out of the year. So that's like, damn, that's more than 12 times. That's one time each week out of the year. So I would travel every week up to New York. I would drive, right? Me and another guy, right? Selling bootleg movies and shit. So we had to go up to New York and get our product wholesale, buy it wholesale, and come down south and sell it at a retail price. Once we, got dumped all of the bootleg movies and all the rest of that, CDs and all the rest of that stuff, we would have to re-up, and then we had to go back up to New York again. You understand? It wasn't until, like towards the end I stopped selling them. Is when I started buying my own burners, my copy machine to make the copies for the covers of the movies and the CDs. It wasn't until then is when I stopped. So I'm making it relevant. Just hear me out, man. I know I'm long-winded sometimes. So I experienced driving in New York, and I know that the New Yorkers, they're spontaneous. They drive fast as shit. They zip in and out of traffic, all of that, right? This type of shit here, first and foremost, there was road rage. Somebody got shot yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. And I keep on forgetting to look. I looked at the news yesterday, man. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. You understand? Most of the times when I'm somewhere else, I look at the news that wherever I'm at, I look at the news, the local news, like every day, right? So somebody got shot yesterday, road rage. And then yesterday I got the 6 Sour on me, you understand? Beeping the horn, bing, 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 bing. Like, I don't mind you driving fast. I don't mind you dipping in and out of traffic. I don't mind any of that. But at the same time, you being reckless while beeping your fucking horn, that is crazy to me. That's crazy. I don't mind the fast driving. I don't mind it in and out, zipping in and out and all the rest of that shit. But come on, man, you gonna beep the horn too? And be dead ass in the wrong? So that's another thing, traffic. The drivers, it's ridiculous here. You understand? What is another con? That goes along with traffic. So if you don't want to take any toll, if you don't want to pay any tolls, then if it takes you 20 minutes to get to where you got to go to, paying tolls on the turnpike, or wherever, it's going to take you damn near an hour to get to where you got to go to avoid them. So it's like they're putting you in a position where you are forced to pay tolls. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel some kind of way about that shit. Why? Because the locals get a break here. If you are a local here, you get breaks and shit. Disneyland, discounts, all types of discounts and shit. If you're a local here, but if you are visiting, they gonna hit you in the head for real. My last toll from the last trip I took was about 3 years ago to Miami. That shit was like $50, and I was in Kendall at the time. I hope it's just not that bad this time. I really haven't gone through too many tolls. You understand? So the tolls, the overall traffic, you better, like in Charlotte, if you got to be somewhere, like say for example 3 o'clock, you might as well leave at about 1:50. Just depends on where you're at in the city and where you have to go. From what I see here, if you got to be somewhere like at 1 o'clock, it don't make a damn difference where the fuck you going. You could be walking down the street. You better leave at 8:30 in the morning. Yo, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. This shit is crazy. So I'm done with the cons, man. The pros is the beach. The pros. Oh, let me take that back. I'm sorry. I did mention this shit yesterday, and I'm gonna mention it again. Fake asses, fake tits, fake every damn thing. But most of that shit takes place in South Miami Beach. Most of it does. You understand? You'll see a whole bunch of people, women that got fake every damn thing. down to the from the lips to the titties, the ass, everything, you name it. And then, you know, the men got it too. They got fake pecs. What else? It's something else that they doing too. But I know definitely the pecs for the men. You know what I'm saying? The pectorals as far as your chest. Oh, and the arms. So they get that fucking oil injections and all types of dumb shit for that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the fakeness in South Miami Beach, man. The fake people. What else? That's about it, man. You know, for the cons, it's costly to live here, but one brother said some shit in the comment section of, I forgot what video I did about South Florida. It was one out of the three or whatever. He said some shit that makes sense, and he didn't belittle me or anyone by like he's. Let me just go with it. Let me tell you what he said. He said, "Yo, you know, there are a lot of places that's beautiful, areas that's beautiful in South Florida. You know, it's just that you have to be able to afford it." That's a much respect to you, man. That's the way you say it. You don't say, man, South Florida's just so expensive. I don't know how you gonna. No, just say it's a nice area, but you just have to be able to afford it. Or say it the other way. You have to be able to pay. Excuse me. In order to play, you have to be able to pay. Pros. I love it, man. I love the weather. I love the sun. We all know that there's no such thing as Florida sun. You know, they say that because of the fact that the Florida is closer to the equator, you know, and it is hotter here, you know, but for the most part, it does appear that this is a Florida sun, and it's not a Charlotte or a New York or a Houston or California, you know. I love the sun. I love the palm trees. I love, you know, just the environment, you know, of waking up and every day is a Saturday. I'm not lying. It's like Groundhog Day. It's like every day is the same. It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Every day in the very beginning of that day or close to the end, it starts raining, but then it'll stop, and then the sun will come out. You know, every day you wake up in the morning and the sun is out. And for those that don't realize it, I am a melanite child. You know what I'm saying? I am melanated. And I know just how important the sun is to my melanin. You know what I'm saying? And this is the reason why I will continue to say this over and over again, that if I were to move to South Florida, it wouldn't be for obvious reasons. It wouldn't be for, you know, a new job, new and better job, a relationship that, you know, a female that I met online, you know, online dating and shit, and she lives down here. None of that. It would be strictly for that sun, strictly for the weather. I truly believe in my heart of hearts, minds of minds, that people are looking for this fountain of youth. Well, you found it. It's that water right there, and it's that sun. If you drink a sufficient amount of water and you get enough of that sun every day, you're gonna be good. Of course, I mean, filling in the blanks, you know, of course, your supplements, your minerals and vitamins and shit like that. But you'll be surprised, man, of how much that sun supplies. The essential things that you need, essential minerals that you need in life, nutrients, overall nutrients that you need in life in order to function. I bear witness to that. I can say I believe, but now I know, I now know. You understand? Today, I had a bowl of quinoa and mushrooms. And right now it's 5:10. And I'm not hungry at all. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's science but behind that sun, or in front of it. You know, sun gazing. I hope that you all are learning. I hope you all are, and I hope you all are practicing this shit, because, yo, it's real. Sun gazing and grounding can keep your ass on this planet for a long time. And, you know, let's not leave out fruits and vegetables and shit and superfoods like quinoa. Y'all get at me when I be like quinoa, you know? I have a right to mispronounce that shit. I've been eating that shit for years. You know what I'm saying? If anybody know about quinoa, I know about it. You know, superfoods like spirulina, moringa. You know, the moringa tree can grow out here. Like, fruits and vegetables can grow out here year long. Dragon fruit. Come on, man. Come on. It's so many fucking pros to this shit till it's ridiculous. When you get tired of these beaches and shit, when you get tired of, you know, South Florida, shit, Florida's a staycation. If you live here, your vacation is like 20, 30, an hour and a half, 2 hours away. Just think about that, man. Orlando's right up the street, Disneyland. Tampa's right up the street. You got Great Adventures Africa. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's just, and then when you don't feel like living in, not living, well, yeah, true. You don't feel like living in the States, or you don't feel like chilling in the States, you can also visit U.S. Virgin Islands, Bahamas, the West Indies. They're a hop, jump, and skip away from Miami, especially South Florida. You know what I'm saying? You got Cuba, you got Puerto Rico. I mean, the list goes on. Haiti, Dominican Republic. So, man, I hope you all enjoyed this video, man. And, man, to me, in my opinion, the pros far more outweigh the cons, man. Do you understand? Like, I'm a beach person, so in my opinion, the pros far more outweighs the cons. It took me 30 minutes to get here. When I'm in Charlotte and I gotta go to the beach, it takes me 3.5 hours to get there and 3.5 hours back. And I gotta spend mad money. Here, I don't have to do that. I could be 30 minutes away from the beach. I got my book sack right here. I got everything that I need in that book sack right there. And if I get a little hungry or whatever, hey man, I could get coolers. I could bring a cooler out here, whatever. All right, man. And last but not least, you know, that's a pro. The beautiful women out here, the beautiful men that are out here, regardless of whether they're overweight, skinny, short, tall, bald, whatever, dreads, wicks, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think that's about it. I need to see more black people, though. I do see black people here. You know what I'm saying? This is diverse. But I need to see my Zoes. I need to see my Caribbean people. You know what I'm saying? I need to see my regular black people, you know, and I haven't seen too many of you all. And I guess that's the reason why is because, I don't know, maybe I go into the black neighborhoods. But for the most part, man, yeah, I'm digging this. I'm feeling it. Much love and respect to you all. And until next time. About to get in this water. My name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely, I can't get my eyes over these beautiful women. Peace.